Hello and welcome to today's cryptocurrency technical analysis where I am absolutely shaking looking at this Bitcoin chart. Oh, I am very happy to be bringing you this video today. Here we are right now at the $50,500 resistance level. And in this video, we'll be talking through, are we going to absolutely smash through this level to the upsides and head towards that $53,000 high? Or will we see a really big trap here? Get the longs trapped and plummet down through support levels for an ultimate bull trap and, a very big dump in the Bitcoin chart. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you are looking forward to watching this video as much as I am looking forward making it, because I'm not going to lie, I'm very happy right now, as you can probably tell. And wow, without further ado, let's get into the Bitcoin charts, get into what we love. Yeah, we absolutely love this. Trading Bitcoin using technical analysis. And yeah, that's what we're all here for. We share the love, we share the passion, and let's go. So, as I said at the start of the video, we are making our way up towards this value area high. And obviously, there's a bit of a backstory. Every chart has a story. Every artist has his his ways of telling the charts, no? Because at the end of the day, this does seem like a little bit of art that we have going on here. Yeah, we're reading the pictures, we're analysing the charts, and we're coming away with high probability outcomes. And so you always have to go through the backstory. How did we get to where we are today? Yeah, started from the bottom, now we're here. And it all started obviously a few weeks ago. When we were trading all the way back up then at $48,000. And obviously my plan at the time was basically Bears United dump it, ready for the dump below $40,000. So I want you to cast your minds back to when I done the trade of the week. Obviously, this is only for the champions. I've done a trade of the week below $30,000 to long $29,000, e.g. take the liquidity below $30,000 and pump it. And that was my same idea this time. Let's take the liquidity below $40,000 and absolutely pump it once again. You might be thinking, what else? What were the confluences that you had down and around here? Obviously, this was a trade of the week again that I gave for the champions, 2 in a row here, catching the lows, by the way, a month in advance. A month in advance, being aware of the level at around that 39,500, 39,750 level. We knew the support was there. It was just a case of waiting. It was a case of being patient, ready, and waiting. Obviously, it took a month to come down to that level, but ultimately we got the level, what we wanted, and then we got to say, do it. And obviously, for the people that missed it the first time, managing to get in their longs around that 39,500 zone, that was the level we're ready and waiting for. It comes, we execute, and we've obviously shot up to the upside very nicely. So. And if we cast our minds back now to yesterday's video where we had this initial range going on, yeah, this is a it was a nice range. It obviously held us sideways for a few days here, up and around that CC level. And this is the way that we kind of were looking at it. We were, had great emphasis on our speed fans. And obviously the speed fan, we were seeing at old resistance, support, support. We came up to the 7.5 here and we saw big resistance, obviously, and we dropped back down. Where we dropped back down to ultimately was obviously our low of the range, so slight front run of the low of the range, but a swing failure pattern of the last low that was made, okay, the last significant low that brought us up to that high. So we basically swing failure pattern this low and this low simultaneously, to be fair, while also finding support once again off of the speed fan. So it was a direct flip of the resistance into the support. So we are finding support around the bottom of the channel, off of the flip of the speed fan, also getting your swing failure patterns. Obviously, you were seeing bullish divergences as well. And here you are pushing back up through the top of the speed fans. So at this point, you've got to be thinking to yourself, well, you're through resistances. You actually managed to get back above this high and hold the high. You've got to be thinking to yourself, obviously myself personally, I have had this underlying bullish bias for a while now. And on the live stream on Sunday for the champions, I deleted all my technical analysis. I thought, I've got a bullish bias. Let's see if I can get rid of it. Deleted all my technical analysis, redone my technical analysis, and still ended with a bullish bias. I was still looking for higher. And some people, by the way, were laughing at me for being bullish when we got that pullback. And this is what I just love to say. Who's laughing now? Yeah, so still had that bullish bias during all of the move. And here we are coming up to our first major, what we could refer to as a real major level right now. And that is, to be precise, 50,459, but we're looking at this really between 50,600 just below to, 50,300 really. We have this bit of a zone. This is obviously the value area high of the overall range. This is the high term time frame range. Yeah, really big high term time frame range. So this is a level that we definitely, I think we just want to be aware of. Yeah, it's one of these things. Can we smash straight through it like butter and it's not even there? Of course you can, but you have to program your mind to think in terms of probabilities. So I will always tell you, anything is possible. Anything is possible in trading, but you don't care about what's possible. You care about what is probable. Yeah. So you've got to always think to yourself, okay, where are the highest probability trades? Where are the highest probability trades? Sometimes it takes a month to wait for, but you get your entry, you get your high probabilities, and well, you walk away like a Chad, absolutely laughing. So this is, for me, a high probability region of resistance. Does it mean that I'm going to blindly short there? No, of course not. I personally recognized the low of 39,500 as a swing long position. Ultimately, I do think that we can definitely push higher, pushing to 53, 54, 55, $56,000. Of course, I believe this. But I do recognize that this is a potential zone of a pullback, and then we can monitor how that pullback goes. Is this a full-blown, do we get a full-blown rejection? Do we get the high put in on Tuesday once again? Well, time is going to tell. Currently, analyzing the charts, looking at the probabilities, looking at the data that we have, there has not been a rejection. The volume is nice. The open interest is good. So in terms of probabilities, and remembering that they can change like bam, instantly. By the time the video is uploaded, we could have seen a pullback. But as I'm speaking right now, there has been no rejection. The volume is good. The open interest is good. It's all following the move to the upside, and that is obviously classed as bullish. So ultimately, yes, I remain with a bullish bias, and I am still looking for that tap of the value area high, to be honest with you, at the moment. I have no reason to think otherwise. And then if we do tap it and we do get a big rejection, well, that's when I can start to analyze, okay, have we seen a significant high here to look for a significant pullback to our support levels? Or are we actually looking for this to, slice through like butter? And this is the thing. You got to know how to read the charts. You've got to know how to read volume to analyze this. But nevertheless, if you have that skill, then it's a simpler case of waiting for the level, waiting for the reaction, and then making an informed decision. So I'm fairly safe at saying that we got this 50,500 level. Oh, a little bit of a zone. Remember, it is a little bit of a zone of resistance here. If we are clearing this and if we are holding it as support, you got your $51,000, and then I'll be looking up to $53,000, which is our last high. So if I just hide this a second and we come back onto the daily chart, obviously this last high, it's going to be a bit of a significant level coming in there at, basically $53,000, and we can see there, so basically. I would say our local resistance of the value area high is from 50,600, being the high of the resistance, obviously to that 50,500. So you got a few $100 zone there of the resistance that you obviously are coming up to now. Can you get through it? Yes, but you got to trade in terms of probabilities. This is obviously a resistance zone. If we do get through that resistance and start to hold it as support, yes, I would be then looking up towards 50,000, about 50,100. Get through this, I would be looking for back towards these highs, $53,000. Okay, should we reject here at the at this zone on the Bitcoin chart, then obviously we are looking for our retracements. We can see currently a little, so so Bybit is trading the highest right now. Binance and Coinbase are slightly trading below, so you might get some funding changes shortly. But you obviously have, you have your biggest support. Definitely, I would say without a doubt for me, your biggest support there is coming in at around 48k. If you pull your fib here from the low to the high, so you can see you got your really big high volume node coming in here. The low of this obviously coming in at around 47,700. Which should be around your 786. So that's set at 47,500. So you can see like your zones of support here. What you can see is you have a bit of a high volume, not massive high volume node, but nevertheless, you got your intraday support there coming in at about 49,000. So it's like just levels you want to be aware of if you do get the pullbacks. So you'd be looking obviously for your first intraday support around 49,200 to the lows of around 49k. So e.g. 49k is your intraday support. If you lose your intraday support, and you can look towards your, I would still refer to this really as an intraday, maybe day traders support of around 47,600. If you lose 47,600, well, then I personally think you're going to be looking back down to the old of the low range. And if you lose that, well, once again, you're going to be looking back towards that, $43,000. So it is a chart that personally, as I'm speaking right now, I remain bullish on. I remain in a swing long. I'm more than happy to, hold into longs right now. I am aware that we are reaching resistance. I'm aware of the levels. I am aware that this is a higher term time frame level. And I'm definitely going to obviously be monitoring the reaction of this. And we are definitely aware of the support levels to the downside and how a move to the downside can start off slow but accelerate. Yeah, and what we mean by this is the acceleration to the downside as momentum picks up. If we are losing our intraday support levels, bam, like this, you're at $43,000, So of course we have to be prepared. We have to be prepared. It would be naive not to be prepared for a big move to the downside. You could have potentially run liquidity off of $50,000, but we just haven't quite seen that yet. Yeah, we remain with our bullish market structure. We remain with our good volume. We remain with our good open interest. It isn't until you see the market structure change that you would really see a confirmation of that short position, e.g. giving you some trap longs. It's not quite happened yet. I am aware that it can happen. If it happens, I'm not going to be scared to take a trade. I'm not a type of guy that gets scared. I'll execute. And obviously, I'm a bit lucky in the terms of got a nice swing long position. And, then I'll try and hedge myself should we see a bit of a pullback to the downside. But that all came, of course, from being prepared, having a plan, executing the plan, and then sticking to the plan even when others were saying that I'm going to be wrong. That's what you get for having the bullish bias. Got to trust in the process, trust in the chart champions. It's not often we're wrong. And yeah, there you go. This was a relatively quick video that I wanted to bring you today. Obviously, just going through the support levels to the intraday, the higher term time frame to the upside, the levels that if we break through the level we're looking towards next. If we break through our support, the level we would be looking towards next. You see how I'm trading here? It's a level to level game. Yeah, it's all done from my very much in-depth technical analysis where I am spending over hours doing the analysis, doing the hard work. And then when I come on these videos, I've already done all the hard work and I'm just reading out some levels. But it all comes down to, going harder than everybody else in the game. To be the best, you got to put in the most amount of work, period. Yeah. If you get complacent, if you get lazy, you're gonna fall off. And I don't want to fall off. I like being the best. So I'm going to put in the work, basically. So thank you ever so much. If you have enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Smash that like button. Smash that like button as hard as you can. If you want to get the heads up on these type of levels, well, that is for the champions at chartchampions.com. If you want to see the magic lines, again, that is for the champions at chartchampions.com. That's where you could have been aware of the levels of the trades, literally weeks in advance before it happened. And, for everybody else, they get to see it on YouTube and Twitter a little bit later when it's occurred. But nevertheless, I hope that you have enjoyed this video. I hope you've taken something educational away from this video. And of course, ladies and gentlemen, you all know what's going to be coming up here. The lovely little outro video that we have here to say, unfortunately, or fortunately, for however you'd like to refer to this as, not financial advice. This is an educational entertainment stream only. So make sure you understand that legal disclaimer. And my friends, my family, my champions, I hope you have enjoyed. I honestly have enjoyed making it. Big smile on my face. Hope you have a smile too. Don't forget to take profits. Don't forget to reward yourself. Do not get greedy. We are at resistance. Let's see if we can break it. Thank you ever so much, everybody. Have an absolutely wonderful day. And I'll see you in the live stream tomorrow. Contenders live stream, Wednesday, the 6th of October. See you in that one. And that will be my next video in the Contenders live stream. So cheers, everybody. Thank you. Have a good day and goodbye. Yeah. Cheers.